Hi! Genki Call here with the Faction Assault for Dark Pits for June 29th, 2021. And first we're going to head into the shop and buy some tiers. Buy 1 and 2. Going to wait on the 3rd tier for now. The pit knife is in the shop here, and this is what it does. I will show you what the upgrades are in just a moment. But first, let me show you this. This is the High King Iron Gut team I used to do level 500 of this delve with no potions. There's a link to that video in the description below, along with a team code for another High King Iron Gut team that you can use. Now, let me put in this first team, something different, something totally different. Never used this before, don't know how it's going to work. I feel good about it though. So first, I promised to show you that pit knife. Pit knife upgrades are attack, attack, armor, attack, magic, destroy a random doom skull, anti-magic, eliminate 1 magic from the first enemy, deal 5 damage to the last enemy, and curse the first enemy. Alright, back to this team. So I am using here the spiked Manriki, which is the class weapon for, looks like Shentang, and it does splash damage. Because my other troops here, I'm using Titan with this team. My other troops here both do scatter damage. So, no, that's not scatter damage, but it does affect the whole team. So if somebody's submerged, and I've got two that affect the whole team, at least the spiked Manriki will be able to hit somebody. So this is what Behemoth does. It's got a boost from my Horde and my Kingdom level. My Horde is at 100. I did not go above 100, and I still managed to get level 500 on this place. So this is very nice. Sylvanamora explodes a column and does 52 damage to all enemies as well. And I don't even have her traded. Let's go ahead and do that. Trading. There we go. Alright. And then, of course, I've got Leprechaun. He's my go-to for getting mana for my team. Of course, I've got Enchant, but why, you know, I like to do things quickly, and this is a quick delving team. And speaking of which, I have 6 teams to share with you. 2 you've seen before, and the rest are new. So, let's get to it. Hope I didn't forget anything. Let's go! This team will last you for a while. I don't recommend taking this really high. Once you stop one-shotting between Behemoth and Sylvanamora, it's time to change to a different team. But this should last you for quite a while on the delve early on. So, there we go. Let's see. And we've got, ooh, that's a 400 and a 200. So what? I think I'll go ahead and do my usual lowest gold amount first instead of going for points, because I plan to go for a while on this delve. So I should have done a few levels before I started the video, but I don't know how much longer I could sit in the heat of my office. So this is going to be quite a long video with 6 teams to show you, but hopefully you'll enjoy it. Ugh. No lycanthropy gems, please. Well, obviously this is going to work very well early on. And I forgot to show you on the weapon. I would recommend a yellow weapon. If you don't have the spiked Manriki, you could try Dancing Daggers. If you don't have Dancing Daggers, then I would recommend that you either pick a yellow weapon or a red weapon, just so that you don't mana block anybody here. But if you choose red, be sure to change the banner as well. Oh, I didn't even need to cast that. Sylvanamora already had full mana. Select a column, that's right. Whee! That was fun. I don't think I've actually ever used Sylvanamora before. She's pretty useful, at least in delves. Not that one. That one. Oops. I'm not even going to have to use the spiked Manriki. Oh, look, I get to use it. Yay! Okay, this one is lower than the other two. It's fun to do things a little differently now and then, to have some different teams to use, because using the same thing over and over again can get boring. I still love the next two teams that I'm going to show you, even though they are my go-tos. They're really good teams, and I really like using them, but it's fun to do something different now and then. I hate lycanthropy so much. It's such a pain. Just for something different, I'm gonna do this. Kapow! I like that I have two team members here that can generate... actually, wait, I think it's three. I think three of them create explosions. Yep, I get mana from all three of these troops, which is just awesome. That ensures that I'm going to have lots of mana, that I'm not going to have to worry about getting these guys mana'd up. And I do appreciate that. Erg. It is so hot in here, my goodness. Level 8 is not bad. Let's see if we get something good here. Not bad. I used a bunch of Chaos Shards this week, so that's helpful. Next up is a tried and true. This is the team that I used to get level... No. I did use this over at a different delve site with a modification. I put High King Iron Gut here and Venoxia down one to do level 500 at Silver Necropolis. So let me see. This is the team I'm going to use this time around. I really like this team, but this is also one that that can only go so high. Well, no. I mean, you've got Venoxia and you've got Queen Bee that are both really good, but at some point you'll want to replace the Scourge of Honor, because eventually, or just use them for a finisher. I don't know. The cap on the how much damage they can do is kind of not that helpful, but early on, really good. And as a matter of fact, early on these levels, you can take the Scourge of Honor and put him up here until, he's doing 58 true damage. I can and have put him up on the team in the second slot until he stopped one-shotting the enemies there. But this is an all true damage team except for my mana crusher, or my mountain crusher, which gets me mana like this. Pow! So all true damage. It's going to work really nicely. Venoxia creates mana gems. Queen Beetrix creates gems. If you don't have Queen Beetrix, then put King Gobtruffle in there. And if you don't have him, you can put Luna in there. There's just all kinds of troops that you can put in place of ones that you are missing. I think I just went with one that submerges when they cast on future battles, but that is okay. They're never going to get a chance to cast anyway. So, because this team is all... it does damage to every opponent, you're going to have trouble hitting anybody that get submerged, and that is a detriment to this team for certain. What's here? Yes. So that's something to keep in mind. In order to hit somebody, you're going to have to let them hit you with skulls, or you're going to have to hit them with skulls. And that's not very cool, but that is something that you have to deal with when you use all scatter or all full team damage. Let's see, this one. Yep, definitely that one. Do that and get blue and green. And that. The first 4 teams I'm going to show you are all quick delving. The 5th one is not as fast because it doesn't hit every member, but it's a really good team that you can take pretty high in the delve. If possibly even all the way. I haven't tried it. But we will see. I'm going to go ahead and just take them all out with Venoxia here. Wahaha. Okay, so this one was 400, this one was like 12, so we'll do this one next. Once again. And just take him out with the Scourge of Honor so he doesn't feel left out. Wahaha. Okie dokie. I don't like fighting the Mirage Queen, even at low levels. If they get... if this team gets out of control with mana, it can take you out even at low levels. See what I mean? I mean, it's not going to take me out at this level, but still, they can do some serious damage. And I really hate it when that happens. Let's see, I want blue. Blue for Queen Bee, and that did not work out, so we'll do brown. Erg. Let me see, let me see. Huh. I don't want to. I don't want to use lycanthropy gems. I should have had the Deep Hive at level 500 by now, but I kept getting stuck on lycanthropy and other transforms from troops in there. It was really frustrating, and so I may just wait. I will bank my delve scrolls from today, most likely, because I probably am not going to have time to play besides the faction assault. So I'll just bank those. Nope. Oh, cool. Let's do that. Second one down. Get those rewards. Another level 8 chest. I'm okay with that. Oh, 140 Chaos Shards, a nice amount of glory. Next up is another tried and true team. This is the one that I used to get this delve to level 350 with no potions. So the team code obviously uses Archer. I'm going to change that simply because I have Archer and Orbweaver already maxed out. So I am going to change this to Shaman because I'm only at level 65 there and not 100. So I want to level this up. So I changed the class for that. We'll do that. Well, that was good. Just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to kill him with my Leprechaun. Oh wait, there we go. That did kill him. I was looking at the true damage and I forgot about the armor for a second. But it worked. Alright, we've got... Yep, we're doing that one. There we go. If you don't have Beetrix, put in Gobtruffle, or you can put in Beetrix and Gobtruffle, or you can put in 2 Beetrix or 2 Gobtruffles, or you can put in Venoxia and any of those other troops. So it's pretty versatile. They all work well together, especially with Mountain Crusher, since Queen Bee creates brown, as does King Gobtruffle. You might want to switch to Mountain Crusher, however. If you don't have the Arachnaean Weaver on the team, you definitely want Mountain Crusher up here, because this guy, if you kill one of these last 2 here that you're attacking, then he blows things up on the board and gets you extra mana. That is why I don't have a Mountain Crusher on this team, and I can use the Life and Death, because I get my explosions from this guy. Just like that. I just make sure not to cast, unless I'm desperate, I make sure not to cast until I can definitely kill somebody. So violent. I have 2 cats on my lap while I'm trying to do this. Oh my goodness, come on. You need to move, thank you. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and do this. And then this. I really enjoy these fast teams. They're just, I enjoy the efficiency of it. And plus, you know, delving takes a long time when you're using a team that kills one at a time. So I really like these ones that do the scatter damage or damage to all characters, however you want to put it. They're 2 different things, I know this, but let's do that. Enchant gets hurtful. In case you are newer to enchant potions, I know most of you watching this probably aren't, but if you are new to enchant potions, they give you 2 mana every turn. So if you have your mana at, like on Queen Bee, 14 of 16, there's no reason to get blue or green mana for the next turn, because you're automatically going to have her filled the next turn anyway, which means, tactically speaking, like I just had, you can fill somebody else up or cast with somebody else and still have them full on the next turn. Alright, this one was 400, this is 8. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. With this team, it would probably be good to go ahead and do Cedric earlier so that I get that 500 limit on the gold, because Queen Beetrix causes a lot of match 4s to get that gold up, but I wasn't thinking about it, so. It's low enough level that I don't cast enough with, I don't need to cast very often with Queen Bee to get the battle finished, so it doesn't really matter at this point anyway, because there won't be much opportunity to get those match 4s to increase the gold counter. Oh, goodbye, Cedric. Okie dokie. One more for this, and then we can move on to the next team, which is something totally new. Nice. Ha ha ha. Blow things up. Kapow! And we'll go ahead and do that. Whoop whoop! Another one bites dust. Level 7. Gimme something good. Whoa! Got some ingots, which I didn't need. Not very many chaos shards, but 30,000 gold and 1,500 souls. That's alright. So, this next team is a lot of fun. You can probably take this pretty far. So, I'll get to this weapon in a minute. We've got the Ethereal Sentry from the Hall of Guardians. He increases attack by their armor, and you create a light storm, which helps feed this guy. He also has reduced damage from spells by 50% and reduced damage from skulls by 25%. And then we've got the Gargoyle, which is also from the Hall of Guardians. He does splash damage to an enemy boosted by all allies' attack, and 50% damage, reduced damage from skulls and 25% from spells. But that damage from all allies' attack is what makes this guy so handy in here, and you can probably take this really far into the delve. You can probably do pretty high level with this. Now, let's talk about the weapon. This weapon does damage to an enemy boosted by White Helm allies, which all the Ethereal Sentry and the Gargoyle are both considered from White Helm because Hall of Guardians is connected to White Helm. So it creates yellow and brown gems for each White Helm ally. And let's see, which it would probably be more effective for me, instead of doing Titan, to change to the White Helm class so that my hero is also from White Helm. That's the wrong one. Let's see. I am not remembering offhand which one is White Helm Priest. White Helm, this one. Okay. Let's change to Priest, equip, and then we've got some nice traits here. Let's see. I like that. That one's good. That one's also good. 3 magic at the start of battle, or fairy fire. Oh, nope, I'm not going to let any allies die, so we're not going to do that. I don't need the light storm for gain 4 life when matching green gems, or we'll stick with that. That works for me. I'm just going to copy this real quick, and I'm just going to paste it somewhere and come back. Okay, so if you don't have the Guardian Hammer, Titan, Sentinel, or Monk would be probably really good for this team as far as class goes. And if you don't have the Guardian Hammer, I suggest going in here to Weapon, do a search, remove yellow. You see the yellow here, and the brown, and the red, so that we don't have any mana blocks with the weapon, and and then sort by rarity. So I would pick any of these weapons that come up here, whatever suits you, whatever looks great to you. Maybe actually, one more thing. Look for something that explodes. So any of these weapons that you have that are not brown, yellow, or red and does an explosion, any of those are going to be recommended in place of Guardian Hammer. Or you can just use Mountain Crusher. Up to you. But that is my recommendation for this team. Let me go ahead and do this battle. I haven't actually used this team, but in theory it should work really well. Let's go ahead and just do that. Look at that amount of damage. And let's see the boost. Boost is 155 plus the 57, whereas Undone, wait, oh yeah, boosted by all allies attack, so nice. So before I cast with Ethereal Sentry next time, I will take a look at what the boost would be, just with my level, my Horde level, my Kingdom level, the difference, what it would be. But This isn't going to be as fast, but it is definitely effective. I don't think I actually need to cast with the Ethereal Sentry, so early on in the delve, you could probably just move him down. As a matter of fact, I think I'd just move him down to the bottom period and not even worry about it, especially since the Gargoyle has 50% skull damage reduction. Hopefully that's never going to be an issue, since your hero will hopefully just take out a barrier and not... Oops, I forgot to look. Hopefully make it so that your Gargoyle will never get hit to begin with. Okay. So... let me see. 350, 16, 250, and 4. Let's go here. Alright, without casting, the boost is 104. When I cast once, it goes to 155. So, cool. I'm not going to cast, and we're going to see how this does, just even without being boosted. So not quite enough to kill at this point on this level, but still, it's pretty good. And actually, casting this on the first on your hero would be advisable. So anytime you're going to cast with the Ethereal Sentry, cast it on your hero so that if you come across any skulls, you can just decimate your enemies. That'll be cool. See, I told you I haven't used this team. I'm learning as I go. Kapow! Alright, the team code that I put in the description below is going to have the Ethereal Sentry at the bottom slot, and I will put it in with Titan, because I don't think you're really going to need the boost from the extra mana from the Guardian Hammer, especially since I'm guessing a lot of you don't even have the Guardian Hammer. So let's buff my hero, and then take this brown and red. One more. Really doesn't matter what I do. There we go. They full up anyway. Boom. Yep. It's not as fast, but at higher level it's going to be really nice. Plus, you don't have to worry about submerged enemies, because nothing here hits the entire team. Pardon. Let's see. I am going to do that. And... yep, we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, that was stupid. So you can't add attack to somebody who is entangled, and so that means I just wasted that spell entirely. Doesn't matter too much, but that was silly as well. I was thinking I was using the splash damage there. Ah, well. Do that. Would help if I was paying attention to what I'm doing, huh? There we go. Next. Oh, I don't like Kruarg. He is really a pain. If he happens to hit you with skulls, he can devour you. So he has a 5% chance to devour on skull damage, and that has happened to me enough times to be wary of this guy. So I'm going to take this yellow, and this will drop down these 2 green, so I get yellow and green, and I got blue too. And then that. Don't have to worry about him when he is not there. And we'll do that. Plenty of mana. I do appreciate this weapon. I'm really glad I crafted it. Alright, 2 more. And then we move on to another team that should be fun. Now the next team I'm going to post for you, the next two teams I'm going to post for you are both, let's do this one. She really, I hate it when she messes up my team. So I want to go ahead and take her out real quick. And I totally just lost what I was saying. I was saying the next two teams are lower rarity, and so everybody should have the troops that that I'm going to use for the next two teams. Except Shield of Erskaya is one of those, and that is not something you get till later in the game. But there are alternatives to the Shield of Erskaya, which I will bring up when I put those teams up to talk about. Let's go for this. Oh, I gave him a match 4. That was silly. What was I just saying about paying attention to what I'm doing? Oh, that damage is so nice. Okay, that was a lot of gold for that room. 6,390, I think? Nice amount of gold. I like it. Need that gold for the legendary tasks this week. Okay, I can definitely use some green, but I'd rather have some brown. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. May not be necessary, but we'll do this. Aw. I knew I should have done it the other way, but that's okay. No big tomato. Should have waited till I had some more mana here, but I wasn't thinking about it. It's late. It's very hot. The heat has just been wiping me out these last couple days, and yes, of course, these are excuses, but they're also true statements, so. More Chaos Shards. Okay, so my next team, did I grab the code? I did now. Okay, so this is a team you'll be able to use for the early levels. I don't think I need the Shield of Erskaya at this point. I wasn't thinking about how high level I would be, but early on, you can blaze through levels with this early on, because you cast with Rowanne, everything dies. You cast with the other Rowanne, you know, you should be able to stay with this for quite a while. So you know what, I'm not actually going to show this team, but the team code is in the description box below. I'm going to go ahead and grab the code for the higher level Rowanne team, which is this. So we've got the Shield of Erskaya, which does crazy amount of armor addition, plus it barriers you and whatever teammate you choose. Rowanne does scatter damage boosted by her armor, so whatever her armor is, double that, and that's how much she's going to do. Then we've got the Setite Warrior, who gives armor to an ally, and then you deal scatter damage equal to the ally's armor. So if you buff Rowanne and then cast Setite Warrior on Rowanne, that's a crazy amount of more damage. And of course Leprechaun for a quick mana, because I love that. Now, my inclination was to put the Setite Warrior here and put Rowanne in second slot, but that would be a mana block. We wouldn't have any mana for this guy after the first cast. So this team could probably take you all the way to level 500, you know, if you don't have High King Iron Gut. So let's go ahead and use this team, and since I didn't show the other team, maybe I'll take this twice, or maybe I'll just end it after this one. This video is probably getting pretty long, and you know, I don't want to bore you or anything, but let's see. Rowanne's scatter damage at this point is plus 258, right? So just to show you the kind of damage that we can do with one cast of this and one cast of this, I'm going to show you this. I'm not worried about these guys hurting me. So it went from 238 to 462. I add this on, another 49 armor. So this is probably going to kill all of them. Oh no, it didn't quite. So now it's up to 560 scatter damage plus this 58. So this is really a powerful team. Very, very nice. So, we'll go ahead and do this. For the rest of this delve, I may not need to cast with the other troops at all because I'm still only level 60 here, so I probably don't need to do all that buffing, but I wanted to show you the effect that these things can have. If you don't have the Shield of Urskaya yet, it's not as powerful, but I would recommend using the Golden Cog because that is one that everybody should already have. Just gonna go ahead and do this. Yay! Cool. Yeah, Golden Cog is something that you will get early on in the game, so everybody should have that, and it does not create a mana block because it is yellow and red. So you should be good on that. I'm using Titan with this group. I'm pretty sure I should be. Yep, Titan. It starts with a Death Storm, so I get plenty of brown, as you can see, with the explosion from the level 2 in the shop that I got. It's just crazy amount of damage here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I cast on my hero because my hero had the highest attack at the time. And right this minute, I'm not worried about it. Later on, of course, I need to cast on Rowanne. But right now it really does not matter in the slightest. When you're playing, I definitely recommend only casting on Rowanne for the armor buffs, but right now I'm low enough level that I can cast wherever I want. Wahaha. Do this and take him out. Not quite. There we go. So this is another quick delve team. Even now at level 60 is still really fast for me, but even at lower levels it should be really fast because it, you know, provided that you've got enchant. Oh, well, thank you very much for that, Spirit Fox. Take that. Love Merilith. If you saw my video from the world event this week, you already know how I feel about her. She is crazy good. At mana generation, and that extra 6 damage that she does, it doesn't seem like much, but it actually does a lot of damage. I think I'm going to stick with this team for a while. I think I'm just going to take this team up as high as I can. I've already got this delve at level 500, but I'm going to get as high as I can during this faction assault to see if I can get my pure faction up a little higher. I don't even know how high my pure faction is at this point, so I can check that after this battle. See how close I am to getting another set of pets. Pure faction scares me. I haven't tried it yet. I want to at some point. I want those level 20 pets for my kingdoms to get them upgraded. But pure faction still scares me. I have not quite gotten to the point that I have gotten past my fear of pure faction. I really need to pay attention. I'm so tired. There's only one green gem here, so I'm just going to do this. And then... oh, there's blue here. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just not paying enough attention. Goodness gracious. Alright, looks like we're going to have another level 8 chest. Because my horde is at level 10, that means that whatever level my chest is when I go in the room will raise by 4, and I was already at 4. That's how I know it will be a level 8 chest. And if I have actually in the past had a chest that was level 7 when I went into the boss room, but level 10 is the highest that these chests go, so level 11 is not possible. Alright, well, you know what? That is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you find the teams helpful. Have a great night or day, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!